Me and John Wall been cooking. You know what I'm saying? Me and that damn John Wall. That damn John Wall. What you think about this, bro?
I was thinking about the Caymans. I done missed my reservations. Back on time, money conversations. Bad chick, her skin colors annihilating. 22s in a bando. Came from a harder way, no Orlando. Cops want a nigga dead like Fernando. Rest in peace, still lit, that's a candle. From the hood, is this something you can handle? Judge want a nigga can, talking Campbell's. Shooting on the crate, working on my...
See what we got here.
That's what this guy here.
Hit the hardwood, baby, that John Starks. Learn to stand for something early, my nigga, like Rosa Parks. I been getting bread, been putting that in the vault since my cousin made tips off pulling up golf carts.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing? I don't know. Do I call you Bird? Do I call you Gittaa Thomas? Who do I call you right now?
Jitta.
Just Jitta. Okay, you Jitta. We Jitta today. Okay. Well, hey, I'm Q. This is Gittaa Thomas. We are the luxury group. We're also Kiana and Prince. That's just me, you know. However, you know, we're here today because we want to have a conversation, you know, with Gittaa Thomas about Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii, so we want to talk about it a little bit and see what's going on with your Hawaii. Let's talk about it.
Well, so the whole concept of Hawaii is, you know, I was really, cause when you think of Hawaii, you think of like good weather, you think about like, oh, I'm finna take a trip, and so the whole concept of Hawaii is more so just, I went through the times of like finding myself, and I had to space out, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of things that I was typically involved with, or just my mentality at the time. Like, it's a process, like, so that's why, you know, the documentary is Flights to Hawaii. Okay. Because it's a preparation to go to Hawaii. You know, we'll talk about that when we talk about, but the whole concept of Hawaii is, you know, finding yourself and spacing out to, you know, where you on your island, when you on your paradise, you know what I'm saying? Because once you become that person and become in that space, you can't nobody do nothing with you.
No, I mean, I know it's on a lot of people, man. I know it's something that we're all experiencing. You know, we grew up same neighborhood, Chicago, West Side. You know, we've been here. We haven't lived anywhere else. We don't know anything other.
Definitely.
Being in Chicago, though, the violence, you know, it's escalating. It's different now from what we seen when we was growing up. X, Y, and Z age, you know, so it's a little different. We looking at a different time frame. We looking at people, they doing it different. I know in recent news, and you know, you mentioned him, you lost a friend, John Wall. So
I did.
Given that you've experienced, we as the luxury group, at Pivot Gang, everything, you know, at the Chicago music scene in general, we've lost a great. I'm gonna just put it like that because he was awesome in what he do. He knew what he was doing, and he was a genuine person.
Boy,
you know what I mean? So, I mean, given that, how is that affecting you right now at this point?
It's okay. So John Wall was a good friend of, you know what I'm saying, Oz. So, you know, he's probably on like 60% of Hawaii, like the EP. Not the Flights to Hawaii is a soundtrack in the documentary. So that Flights to Hawaii is a documentary, and there's a soundtrack to the documentary, long story short.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. So we got that coming out in March, and then we got the EP Hawaii that's coming out in about June, give or take July. You know what I'm saying? And It's my first EP, so I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And John Wall is like a part of like 60-70% of it. If it's not a harmony, if it's not a rap, it's something. If it wasn't him just listening to it and like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? He's a big part of not just that, but just like a friend. So I mean, his funeral wasn't too long ago, so I'm still affected by that. Truth be told, me, T, shout out my boy T. Me, T, and Mello actually just did our first song back. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All of us since he passed. Okay. And we did our first song. It's called Dinner. You know, we started working on it. It's called Dinner. Okay, that makes sense. It's called Dinner, but it's dope though. It's definitely got a good feel to it. So I mean, to be affected that long and not be able to record or not be, and I'm still not at the point where I'm recording a lot or doing everything like fluently. You know, I still have my days, and I'm sure I have my days, but that was tough for me. And you know, it was senseless, and it was something where, you know, as a man, you got to make sure that you're on point and you know what you care about and you know what's important to you. And so, okay. long story short, it was just hurtful. So. Okay.
Well, I hope you know.
Hey, don't listen what your friends say. Talking about your friends inside. I'ma put this on play. Can you be my shorty? Can you be my shorty? Can you be my shorty? Won't you be my shorty?
Well, I always will do soulful. You know what I'm saying? I just have more than one side to me. So and sometimes, you know, it takes like people telling you like, hey bro, I like this about you, I like this about you. So, you know, it's not that I care about you know what I'm saying, how this song goes. I mean, I'm unconscious, I don't write anything down, so it's like more so whatever, but the soulful thing never leaves. I just have other sides to me.
Okay, good. So I like that.
That's all. I'm there. Like, I always have. Oh, yeah, because I did the Tommy Hilfiger display.
You went mainstream and then we went. Right now, I know we coming back soulful.
No, it never was gone. It was always there. Like, I'm not a flow with the trends type of person. I'm just like, man, I'm just going to take whatever I can get. Like, I'm going to be myself, and that's what I'm told, you know. The soulful thing ain't going on. That's what everything is based off of.
What?
The luxury group is based off of soul.
Oh, my good.
R&B, rap, everything is soulful. We just do other things. We just not like limited to just being all.
Perfect. So when you think about, okay, well, everything is soulful, everything is, you know, we went a little mainstream. That's what we want to call it. Like, you know, in the media, that's what we call it. We look at music, that's mainstream music. That can play on the radio. And that's what the commercial. Gotcha. You know, what is that what they call it now? Yeah. Commercial music. You know.
Gotcha.
And now we're in a position to where we're looking at flights to Hawaii. There's different tracks there.
Yeah.
There's different things that's on flights to Hawaii. That's on Hawaii.
Yes, that's crazy, right?
Talk to me about those dynamics.
Man, Hawaii and flights to Hawaii are just the execution of me working. Just period. I have a lot of music. I have tracks that's older that people had never heard. I just have a lot of stuff. So I just decided to, you know, do the documentary and explain it, but also, you know what I'm saying, give you some music with that. You know what I'm saying? Because why not? You know what I'm saying? I think that's new, that's vintage. Nobody's doing that, you know what I'm saying? Then, because we, you know what I'm saying, we trying to be in control, so we want to give people things that we're not accustomed to seeing. So I come back with the EP, like, man, we drop a couple times a year, and a lot of people have been telling me, like, man, we're going just more from you. We're going more stuff. Like, we get a couple videos a year, we get a couple videos, but like, where is more of it? So I figure the best approach is come here, come down. You know what I'm saying? A couple different angles. So I just got a lot of music. So
when you're looking at, you know, you making these moves, you're doing these things, you're getting into flights to Hawaii, you're doing Hawaii. They're two different entities, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna hit y'all over the head with both. Either way you look at it, I'm doing both of them, right? So it's like right now, over the past few weeks, you've been doing promo, and cause I watch, you know, I watch your social media, you know, I see what you're doing. Right. So I see what you're doing. I see how it's moving. So we gotta, you know, we're gonna get your social media in line. We're gonna get your appointment books in line. We're gonna do all that, right?
Help me.
But on top of that, you know, Street Dreamers, that's one song, you know. But then after you kind of released Street Dreamer, it was like, then you came with Real Nice. And I'm like, wait, whoa. How does this work now? So they're on two totally different ends of the spectrum. So the first thing I need you to do is kind of talk to me a little bit about Street Dream. Tell me about that a little bit.
Okay, so the whole Street Dreamer concept is inspired by Nas, obviously, and R. Kelly. And what we decided to do was, you know what I'm saying, tell our story from a perspective of like who we are and like what we be through. What we've been through, and like where we going. So, you know, in Street Dreamer, you hear everything. You hear things about church. You hear things about, you know what I'm saying, hustling. You hear things about just who I am as a person. But Teague is right there doing the same thing. You feel me? So we just had that connection. Really, it was just a day of putting it together. Then we had the video. We had so many people come out. Nate Carter, we had Benz, we had just a lot of artists that, you know what I'm saying, a couple artists couldn't make it, you know, but just like so many people invited, and we had this like running scene, and Charles was on the video, and it was crazy because you could just tell like y'all done been through some shit. Like
it's a time to follow the rules, but then on top of that, it's a time where you're gonna knock down doors.
Definitely, and that's what we're doing right now. That's what we're doing in all aspects of life, every relationship, everything that I have in life. We all are gearing ourselves up to knock down doors. You know what I'm saying? Artist-wise, you know what I'm saying, engineer-wise, producers, everything. Like, people, the videographers, everything, everybody I deal with, you know, photographers, whatever category you put yourself in or whatever you're aiming for, like, we all knocking down doors right now. And like, I wouldn't be Gittaa if I didn't tell everybody that was around me to do that. Like, bro, that's what we on right now. Especially from the west side, there's too many talented people out west that don't get enough credit. So let's change.
Got my little dog and he just turned 3, and that little nigga is my heartbeat. I've been this cold and they act as if they don't know that's John B. That shit is beyond me.